Hello, hello. Welcome in. I am Tammy Mashberti, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and The Higher Help Method. And I help people tap into what I call the divine higher helpline of the universe to create a life they love using simple spiritual tools. And today I am going to be talking about a simple spiritual tool that we can use to tap into more abundance in our life or to tap into the flow of abundance in our life. So if you are watching me, comment and say hello below, just so I know everything is working. And definitely, if you enjoy these weekly spirit boosts, I always forget to ask, but I'm remembering this time, please like the video. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching a class on abundance on the 27th of this month. The link is below on Instagram and on Facebook. On Facebook and YouTube. Instagram, I have to add it, so I will add it after this. But I'm going to be teaching a class. One of the tools I'm giving you for free right now. But I'm going to be giving you a daily routine that takes minutes a day to start increasing the flow. We are going to clear blocks live to abundance during the class and so much more. So you can check that out below. But today, I want to talk to you about something simple that we can do throughout the day that literally takes 3 minutes or less. Who doesn't have 3 minutes or less to bring more abundance into their life, right? Hi, Susan. Hi, Barb. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Greg. So I think we all have that. I think we all have a couple of minutes a day. And so if you are stuck in any area of your life, right? Abundance is one of them. And I find that most people are stuck in more than one area because things trickle over. And usually one of those areas 9 times out of 10 includes money and abundance, right? We are sort of blocking the flow of it into our life. And so here's Callie. Those of you, I think Instagram always sees her better. Facebook and YouTube usually just see her little tail. So when we're stuck in any area of our life, what do we normally do? Hi, Lorena. Hi, Beverly. So what do we normally do? Normally, we're focused on what's missing. We're focused on what's wrong because in our brain, we have to solve it or we have to understand why things are not working. And so we focus on what's missing. We focus on the fact that we don't have the money we need. We focus on the fact that things aren't, why am I still in this situation? What is going wrong, right? It's normal. It's natural. That's what we do. We literally focus on what we don't have yet because we don't have it yet. And we are frustrated about the fact that we don't have it yet. Literally over this weekend, I did one of my own exercises, which I think I might talk about on the next weekly spirit boost. And then we have a special guest that's finally confirmed for the end of August. But I think on the next weekly spirit boost, I'm going to tell you this story. But I used one of my own exercises, which is asking for a sign of reassurance. I did it over the weekend on Sunday. And I got the sign by Wednesday, and it was in a really cool way. So I'm going to share that next week. Another story. But that's why I share so many tools with you that I say, like, you want to pull yourself out of that space of everything I'm doing is not working. I don't understand. Focusing on the problem, focusing on what you don't have yet. That's doing you no favors. Okay. So what we want to do is consciously, because the subconscious is running the show with everything that's going wrong and pointing out to you everything that's going wrong and keeping you focused on everything that you don't have yet. But we have a conscious mind. So what we can do is move our thoughts consciously, right? We can consciously redirect. So here is what we need to do. And this is, this can be done in any area of your life, but I'm giving you the easy, simple thing to do around money and abundance. So again, most of us are focused on what we don't have yet, the money that is not in our bank account, the debt that is on our mortgage or our credit cards or whatever it might be that we still owe. This is what we tend to focus on, right? And we think, but I don't have abundance. I don't have money because look at all of these things. I'm here to tell you that's not true. Now hear me out just for a minute. I'm here to tell you that even if you have credit card debt, you have abundance. Even if you have a mortgage, you have abundance. Even if your bank account is not where you want it to be, you still have abundance. And that is what I want you to focus on at least once a day for a minute. If you can do it 2 to 3 times a day, a minute each, which is why I say 3 minutes or less, it will make a huge difference in your life. Now, let me give you an example because I know there's people out there saying, Tammy, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not abundant. I don't have it. But you need to shift it in order to get it, right? You need to shift your mind into what you have in order to bring in more. You have to do it. You have to do it to make a change. In order to create differently, you have to do differently. Okay. So trust me on this. What I want you to do is consciously for a minute, up to 3 times a day, I want you to consciously focus on the abundance you already have and be grateful for it. I'll give you an example. Open your refrigerator door. How many types of condiments do you have in your refrigerator? How many pieces of fruit or types of ice cream or whatever it is that you tend to buy? Open your refrigerator. If there's food in there, you had the money to buy it or you had the ability to buy it in some way, right? That's a sign of abundance. Go open your cabinets in your kitchen and look at the glasses you have or the dishes you have. My thing is I don't know how I wind up with so many damn utensils. I don't know how I did it. But like, and I don't mean utensils like forks. I mean like spatulas and um like batter scrapers and like I don't even know how I wound up with these over the years they have accumulated. Things like that. Open your closet, and I always say to the women, like, open your closet. How many pairs of leggings do you have, or sweatpants do you have? Um, if you have more than a couple, you're abundant. You're abundant. It's all signs of abundance. Go through your house and look at all of the knickknacks or the things that you have. Do you have televisions in more than one room? You're abundant. They're expensive, right? Do you have a house that you're living in that you're able to pay the rent for every month or the mortgage for every month? House, apartment, condo, townhouse, whatever. You're abundant. Do you have a form of transportation? Maybe it's not a Porsche. Maybe it's not what's another expensive car, like a Range Rover, right? But do you have a mode of transportation? Be grateful for the fact that you're able to make that payment or that it's paid off, right? I have an old car simply because I don't want to make the payment. So I drive around in my old car. My husband's already on his third car since I've met him 10 years ago. I still have the same car, right? That's a sign of abundance to me that I have a car to drive around in and I don't have a payment on it because I'm choosing not to have to upgrade it right now. I'm going to have to eventually because, eventually these cars are like, but look around at the abundance you already have. Do you have candles? I have flameless candles all over the place. Do you have crystals? Signs of abundance. And anything that someone has given you as a gift that you did not have to pay for, birthday gift, Christmas gift, go through your house and look at the things that have been gifted to you that you didn't even have to pay for. That's a sign of abundance. Somebody just gave you something that's worth money, right? That's abundant and you didn't have to pay for it. That's amazing. I had a friend who anytime she needed something, somehow she wound up manifesting a gift. And I would be like, "How did you do that?" And she's like, "I don't know. I just needed it and I put it out there that I needed this." And I was like, she's like, "And instead of getting the money for it, I just got it." And I mean, it would be crazy things that you would never even think of, like obscure things that she needed and someone would gift them to her. That's abundance, right? You didn't have to pay for it and now you have it. Look at all of these things that you already have in your life that signify abundance in some way. Again, you can go through, I have 2 sets of utensils. I don't even know. I think there was a set that we had when I first met my husband. He had a set, and then I brought utensils into it, and then when we got married, we got another set of like, again, go through the things that you have and go, "Oh my gosh, I do have abundance around me. I can be grateful for the things that I do have already." That shifts you out of what is missing, what is lacking, which is helping you not at all. And it shifts you into, oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you for the ability for me to pay my electric bill or my rent or whatever. And by the way, you can be grateful to the credit card companies or to the electricity company or to your cell phone company that allow you to use the services and then pay them afterwards. The credit card company allows you to pay things off in time, right? As long as you are paying, making those payments. Um, all of that is signs of abundance. And so I want you to just really start shifting yourself, especially when you find yourself going into, I don't have enough, or how am I going to make more, or I still don't have this X, Y, and Z that I want. Maybe you're trying to save for a home and you don't have the home yet, and you're thinking, like, what's going on? Shift back into what do I have that I'm grateful for, that I'm able to pay the rent on right now, or that I'm able to do right now. I'm grateful for this. I'm so grateful for all of the abundance that I currently have in my life. And you don't have to do it. I'm talking about it way longer than it's going to take you to do it. I'm literally asking you to do it for like a minute to 3 minutes a day. Break it up however you want to break it up. I like breaking it up because I feel like it interrupts that thought process of that we fall back into of, I don't have enough, or where is my next paycheck coming from, or why is my paycheck not covering everything, or whatever, right? And so that's what I want you to focus on. Thank you for liking. Somebody liked, I don't know who it was, but please like the video if you do like it. It really helps me out and it lets me know you're there and you're responding. It's kind of like, if you're commenting and liking, it makes me feel like, oh my gosh, people like what I'm saying. Let me keep going. So it interrupts that thought process, right? It really does. It stops you in your tracks and forces you to shift your alignment, forces you to shift your thoughts. And when you shift your thoughts into the gratitude and the noticing of all that you have, that's where you're creating from now. Now you're creating from that instead of creating from, I still don't have yet, and then creating all of these scenarios where you're not gonna have, or maybe you're somebody who gets money, right? Because this used to happen to me. And I've cleared so many beliefs, which is why in that abundance class coming up later this month, we're focusing on clearing some stuff, and we're going to clear the top 10 money beliefs that I find most people have. And so maybe you're somebody who, like, oh my gosh, I got some extra money, and then like something breaks in the house and you have to spend it, or something goes wrong on your car and now you have to use the money, right? That's another like cycle that we get stuck in. And so a lot of that, there is limiting beliefs around it, right? And that is something important to clear. For some reason, a lot of the clients that I get, and this is something I had to clear at one point too, so if you do know how to check your beliefs, I would check this, is money isn't safe. That's a big belief that people have, and there's a lot of like reasons behind that. But if you believe money isn't safe, oh, you better damn well know that as soon as money comes in, something is going to happen for you to get rid of it because it's not safe to have, right? So that's an aside. But this simple exercise can help shift your alignment with money and your alignment with bringing more of it in. Just moving yourself out of that state of looking at what you don't have and moving yourself into the state of looking at what you do have already. You have stuff. I promise you, if you look around your house, you have stuff that you can be grateful for. There's people that don't have televisions. There's people that have one television in their entire house, right? And you can be grateful for that one television. But if you're someone that has two or more, oh my gosh, Be grateful for the things that you have now and focus on the things that you have. If you focus on what you have, you will create more of what you have. If you focus on what you do not have, you're sucking your energy down, you're stressing yourself out, you're throwing yourself out of alignment, and nothing good is going to come from that. I promise you, nothing good is going to come from that. So, no matter what, that's why I say open your refrigerator and look at the food. Open your cabinets and look at, how many types of dishes do you have? Do you have, multiple sets of dishes? Or whatever like, we all have different things that we accumulate of, right? Everybody has different things, but start looking at what you have and you have accumulated purposely. And you can do this anywhere. Like, I can imagine my kitchen right now in my head and think of the things that I have in my kitchen. I can imagine my closet. I have a legging problem. I don't know why I have that many leggings. Never mind just like how many pairs of black leggings does a person need? And I've accumulated these over the years. I tend to not I need to purge more, but I mean, like, over the years, like, I have leggings from 10 years ago that I still like. Why do I still have these leggings? But if they're still good, I wear them. So that's my thing. I also have a throw problem, like THROW, like, blanket throws. I've accumulated them over the years. I have a plethora. There's too many. There could be a crowd that comes to my house and I will have a blanket for you. Okay? So look at the things that you have accumulated. They are signs of abundance in your life. And that will rip you out of the state of focusing on what you don't have yet, focusing on the fact that things are not here. Now, next week, I really, unless something crazy pops up, I'm going to talk about the sign of reassurance. And if you have the Higher Help Method book, that exercise is in there. This can help you tremendously to shift your energy into believing that more is on the way when you ask the universe for a sign of reassurance. And I will talk about, like I said, unless something crazy happens that I need to tell you next week, I'll talk about that and we'll do the exercise together. I think that will be fun. But this is a simple exercise that you can do every day that takes a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depending on how you want to break it up, that will shift your alignment, that will shift your energy, that will make you feel better, even when you're not realizing it, even when you don't, like, most of us don't realize we are focused on what we don't have or focused on how am I going to solve the problem of not having enough money. And when you're in that zone or in that mode, you're taking yourself out of alignment of it. You're taking yourself out of alignment of it. So if we can have these little tools like focusing on the good and having gratitude for it, if we can take that little tool of shifting our mindset consciously, now we have something to help ourselves that takes only minutes. There are so many spiritual tools that we can use to shift our energy, to align, to solve problems, to create positive change, to make ourselves feel better. There are so many tools, and they don't require you meditating on a mountain for 40 minutes, right? That's why I come on here and I teach all of these things, because we're all busy, we're all crazy, we all have a million things to do, but we want to make the changes in our life, right? Well, there are things you can do that take minutes. And in the abundance class that I'm teaching, I'm giving you actually a daily routine of things that you can do that, again, take minutes. So it's not like you're going to be like, oh God, I have to do all of this stuff and it's going to take me 20 minutes. Nope. Nothing that I'm telling you to do is going to take you 20 minutes. This exercise is 1 to 3 minutes, but it will shift your energy in that 60 seconds into a better space. It will shift your mind and shift your thinking, which is tripping you up, into a better space. This cat is on and off my lap so many times. And that's what I want you to understand. And that's why I wanted to come on here and teach this. So whether you take the class with me or not, you're going away with something that you can use starting literally right now while I'm talking, that will shift you and that will help you. So let me go to some of the comments. If anybody has comments or questions, thank you for liking the video. Hello on Instagram. I'm watching you as well in case you have any comments. Oh my gosh, oh yay, Washington is here. Canada, New Jersey. Hey, Jersey girl. Oh, Claire, thank you so much for the super sticker on YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. But YouTube has the ability to give super stickers. I appreciate that very, very much. And I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. I'm so grateful for all of my abundance. Yes, 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 yes. Name. Oh, we don't, I guess this doesn't have a name. Why is it necessary to focus on abundance to receive more? It's not necessary, it's helpful, right? Especially if you know that you are someone who focuses on what you don't have. If you are stuck around abundance, like if you're not stuck around abundance, then you're doing great. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to shift anything. Let the money flow. But if you are stuck around abundance, you need to start shifting your thoughts around it. You need to start shifting what you're focusing on because you are likely blocking yourself. You are likely focusing on the things that are keeping you stuck. And so, what I am sharing is how to get unstuck in those areas. So, if you know you're stuck around abundance, then everything I'm saying is for you. If you have more money than you know what to do with, or feel like abundance is flowing in with ease, then that's not an area you're stuck in and you don't have to worry about it. God bless, right? So I'm just giving you tools to assist you in igniting that flow or shifting your energy around it if you are stuck in this area. If this is an area where you are like, I need or would like more, right? Let's see. Oh, I just lost my. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I love your wise, thrifty gratitude. I'm way more thrifty than like my husband, to be honest with you, and he knows it. When I was growing up, my family used to call me. I don't know if anybody used to watch. I think it was Family Ties. Is that with Michael J. Fox? It was Family Ties growing up, and it was he was Michael. Was it Michael P. Keaton or something? Was that his name? I can't remember. But anyway, they used to call me Tammy P. Keaton because I was always saving my money. Like that was my thing. That doesn't mean I didn't have issues with, believe me, I have had to clear abundance many times in my life in order to grow, right? But I've always been more of like a saver in certain circumstances. Believe me, I still spend. And I've gotten better because I used to not spend on myself. And that was also something I had to clear. That's why I'm such a big proponent of clearing. I love blankets too, Sylvia. It's not, no, it's really ridiculous. In this office right here, right now, my little office that I have in my basement that I'm going live from, I have this throw. I have one that I removed from here, and I have one on a chair in my room. Oh, I lied. Well, no, technically my little meditation space is off of my office, but there's a throw in there also. Just saying I have a problem. Okay. Lorraine, I have tried just asking verse directly upon waking when I forget names. I'm not sure. Do you mean when you forget names of like the higher helpers? Is that what you mean? Because I would say in the morning upon waking, you want to say a prayer, including the higher helpers. And there's amazing ones in my higher help method book. And then for the class that we're going to be doing, I'm creating a custom one just for the class that's going to include all of the issues that people have around money that you can say. Okay. Lorraine, on the Palo Santo sticks to get bad energy from it, can you tell me quickly how to light the flame? Oh, you're talking about the wooden sticks? You just have to hold like a lighter or one of those candle lighters. Sometimes I use a brulee torch, which probably you shouldn't. And you just kind of hold it there. It takes a little bit when you're first lighting one of those sticks. You just want to hold it there until it'll take a minute sometimes. You know what I mean? It doesn't ignite like sage ignites, which is like a spice, right? Or has the pieces of the actual I guess it's a spice. I don't know. I'm not thinking of the word right now. It's different because it's wood. So it just takes a little longer. You want to just hold it there until you get the flame. And then once it starts burning, like off of that new wood, it'll be easier to light in the future, if that makes sense. Hi from Omaha. I love it. Oh, wait, Lorraine says, I have insect Oh yeah, you can use incest. God, give me the strength. Incense sticks. Yes, you could use frankincense, palo. I think they have Palo Santo incense sticks, sage ones, all of that. So 100% you can do that if you're having trouble with the actual wood, the incense works as well. Yes, it was Family Ties, right? I used to love that show when I was little. Okay, hold on. Jackie says, if you are asking for signs and you don't think you're getting them, how do you ask spirit helpers to do it differently so you get it? Oh, I love this question. Jackie. Okay. So you're saying you don't think you're getting them. So here's my question. Here's my first question for you, and then I'm going to answer the whole shebang. My first question for you is, are you getting something and then questioning it? If you're getting something and then questioning it, which by the way, I just did myself last night, and then I stopped myself and I said to my husband, like, this is what I did. And this is why I tell people not to do it. So stop yourself from doing it, because we all do it. It's totally normal to question it. But if you get it and you're questioning it, I would ask for an additional one. Very simply, okay, I'll take this, I receive it, give me another one so I'm sure. Okay, that's the first piece of it. The second piece of it is, when you're asking for a sign, you always want to ask not just for the sign, but you want to ask for help recognizing and noticing the sign when it comes. I have a friend who's a medium, an author, amazing, Karen Noe, Noe. She talks about asking for a without a doubt sign, without a doubt sign. So you can even throw that in there and say, please send me a sign that will, without a doubt, I will be able to accept. And please help me recognize it when it arrives. You're asking for the sign, and you're asking it to be obvious, and you're asking for help in recognizing it when it arrives. Those are my tips for you in terms of signs. But again, if you're saying, I think, you said, you don't think you're getting them. If you come across a sign and you question it, ask them to use it again. That's it. Say, okay, I get it. I think this is you. I'm going to accept it. If I'm correct, can you use it again? Can you use it again in the next few days? And then be open to when it's coming through again. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, let's see. Yes, you're right. I was saying spice and it's an herb. Sometimes, I'm telling you, sometimes my brain doesn't operate, it doesn't fire on all cylinders. So thank you, Sarah. That's what it is. It's an herb. I knew there was a word I was missing. Oh God, I blame perimenopause. Okay. Okay, so Lorraine, you have both the incense and the wood. So the wood just takes a little longer to light, but it will light if you hold the flame. So like if you have one of those, like those long candle lighter things, just hold the flame there and eventually you'll see it start smoking and it'll light. If that's annoying you and you don't want to do it, the incense lights instantly and works the same way. Okay. Yeah, Lorraine loved Jackie's question too. Yay. Lorraine, what you're saying, what should I say? You mean when you're clearing? What should you say? I usually just say clearing any negative energy, negative emotions, negative thought forms, anything that is not beneficial to me or the people living in the house if I'm doing my house, because I think you said your house, replacing it with love and light. That's usually what I say. Yes, when clearing. That's usually what I say. So clearing any negative energy, negative emotions, negative thought forms, anything not of love and light or anything not of beneficial to the people beneficial to me or the people who live in this house, replacing it with love and light. That's sort of my go-to. You're welcome. Okay. So what are we all going to do? We are all going to, at some point today, do the exercise that I just gave you. The exercise that I gave you to recap at the end is you are going to purposely look for the abundance you already have. Don't tell me you don't have it. If you have items in your house, if you have furniture in your house, you have abundance. I want you to be grateful for the things you already have. I want you to take a minute wherever you are to go into your mind, go into your house, go into your closet, go into your kitchen, go into your refrigerator. If you're in your house, go to the actual room. And I want you to be focused and grateful on the things that you already have. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for all of the throw blankets that I have in my house right now. I probably should donate some because I have too many. This is me. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for the 15 condiments that I have in my house that I have collected when I need to do a recipe and I buy it and I use it once and then it sits in my refrigerator. I want you to be grateful for the things that you have. I'm so grateful that I have this job that is paying me enough money to cover my rent and my car payment each month. Whatever it might be, I just want you to focus on what you already have. And I want you to do it for 1 to 3 minutes a day. Break it up into a minute at each time, or just sit and, when you go home, when you come home from work, or when you wake up in the morning is your time to walk around your house and be grateful for all of the things you have. However you want to do it, I give you the tools and I tell you make them work for you, right? Customize them for you as long as you are doing them. This is going to shift your focus off of what you don't have yet and move you into that energy of gratitude and appreciation, which is the highest level you can get to shift your energy around something and allow more good to flow into your life, right? Everything is vibration. Everything is what you focus on. And if you can purposely and consciously focus on what you already have, you are now sending information out into the universe that you are already abundant. And that's why people who have money make more money, because they know they're already abundant, right? Eventually, you will get to a point where you are not stuck around abundance and you can work on another area of your life that you're stuck in. But right now, this is what I want you to do for the next month. I'm just going to throw out there a month and see if you don't notice a difference. Now, again, I'm teaching an entire class on it. It's linked below on Facebook and YouTube that you can join me on the 27th, where you're going to get a daily routine. We're going to clear your blocks. You're going to get specific rituals that you can do to harness the energy for more of it and all of that. But right now, I'm giving you this free tip tool to go and try, and then let me know what happens. Lorena says, is it a good idea to clear a home that is for sale? 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Because you want to clear any energy that, people are coming into your house, right? Like when you're trying to sell a house, my guess is people are coming into your house to tour that house. You want them to feel home. You want them to feel the good energy. So 100% clear your entire home. I would walk around the whole perimeter of the outside too, if you're doing the smoke cleansing, or if you, do a spray. I would just spray, the exterior, whatever you do to clear. But 100%, that's an amazing idea. Yes, Genevieve, just watching you on a cell phone or a computer is a sign of abundance. I want you to shift your energy to all of the abundance you already have. Yes, yes, yes. 100%. And I love that you brought that up. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I hope this exercise helps you and gives you a little bit of a boost as you're going into the weekend. I want you to really try and do this every day. I swear to you, I'm only talking about minutes. Everybody has minutes. Everybody has minutes. While you're doing, ladies, while you're doing your makeup in the morning, mentally walk through the house and think of look at the makeup you have. Right? There's abundance. There is abundance. There is abundance. If we look for it, we will find it. So do that as we go through the weekend. And of course, always do something this weekend, because I always leave you with this because it's so important for you, for your vibration, for how you're feeling. For all of it, do something this weekend that brings you joy, no matter what it is. I don't care. I don't care how long you do it. I don't care how small it is. I want you to do something that lights you up in some way, something that brings you joy in some way. Getting the coffee, gardening, cooking, baking, going for a walk in nature, meeting up with friends, going shopping, whatever makes you, don't put yourself into debt. I always say that, but do something that brings you some joy. that makes you feel good because you deserve it, because you want to feel good, because it moves your alignment into a better place when you're in a good place and feeling good. And it's the simplest spiritual tool that we have to make ourselves feel good, is to just do something that makes us happy. Even if it's reading a new book. I've been like, I finally in my 40s, and in, what are we in 2024, have moved to digital planning, which I've always been a paper planner person. And I finally got one of those like mini iPads, and I'm doing planning digitally. And I'm like having a blast with all the stickers and stuff that you can put on and like decorating my planner. That makes me happy, right? It's the stupidest little thing. It stressed me out in the beginning because I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. And I'm using GoodNotes and I don't know what I'm doing. And all these kids for school know how to use it. And what is wrong with me? But once I got the hang of it, I enjoy it. It brings me joy to decorate my monthly planner and look at my little days and put little date dots. Like, it's so stupid, but it's just, I'm just have always been a crafty, creative person, and I'm enjoying it, right? So even that, even planning your week out, and if you do digital planning, whatever it might be, do something that brings you joy because you deserve it and because it will make you feel better. So I thank you all for being here. I will be back next week again, barring some crazy story that I might have to tell you, because one never knows. Um I'm going to share the sign of reassurance. We're going to do it together, and I'm going to tell you what recently happened to me this past week with my own sign of reassurance, because yes, I use my own tools. I created most of them for myself. So I'm going to share that with you next week. And then the following week, we're going to have finally that special guest, which you guys are going to love, love, love. So stay tuned for that. Have an amazing and wonderful weekend. And I will see you all back here next Thursday at noon Eastern. Bye, everyone.